Proceed to the room where Geist awaits. Hey, adventurers. Welcome back to Harvestella. I guess it's time for us to make a big decision. It's no use apologizing. All I can do now is leave it up to you. Not many people get to represent humanity, you know. Go in there with pride. So I'm assuming that the game is only going to give us the two options. Chapter 9. What falls from the heavens. So it's just us and Geist. Man. Do you see it? You humans seem to find this globe beautiful. To us, it's just another astronomical body. Nothing more than an ark for humanity to live on. Now then, it's time for you to make the decision. Which species of human should live within Heaven's shell and advance their kind into the future? I'll remind you, there are two options. The first option is the Cains. They are a lost race who rose and fell alongside the planet Earth during the Common Era. Since the Regaia program was their creation, you Abels are their children, in a sense. Your other option is the Abels. That is your kind. They are a race that evolved from Regaia and are almost biologically identical to the Cains. You must already know enough about them. Honestly, we don't. We woke up with no memories. I mean, we have no idea if we're an Abel or a Cain. Everyone's called us an Abel. And it feels like we're in some kind of simulation because this angel keeps appearing to us. Should the Cains survive or the Abels? Make your choice on this console. I don't want to make a choice. What if I just don't make a choice? Synthetic voice says, the Heaven's shell, who to extinguish for the future of the human race. Please make your selection, Rosealyn. So really, wow. It really gives you no choice, huh? Wow. Okay. I don't like either solution, honestly. I feel like something could be done to stall Cryo a little longer, or wake up the population and let them live in abandoned Eden and make space for them on Regaia, whatever it takes, and use our combined effort, use that research and all of those wonderful scientists who are laying in sleep to try to find a different way to solve either the quietus problem or increase the range of the sea's light to be able to encompass a larger area and continue to expand that over time. If you're going about this scientifically, the Abels are not truly human. However, does a race that destroyed its own planet deserve another chance at destroying another planet? I personally don't like decisions like this because it forces you to play God. So in a biologist sort of view, if I were going from the viewpoint of the Seth, of the Omen, the original humans are the Cains, and you'd have to choose the Lost Gaians, the Cains, because they were created by the Cains for a specific purpose. The Abels, those that live on Regaia now, are simply a chance occurrence of evolution happening due to the sea's light's placement on the new planet. Even though they are 99.999999% human, they are not the species that was intended to be kept, intended to be saved. So regardless of your choice, individuals will die. We don't know how many Abels there are. We do not know how many Cains there are. We just know that population is roughly equal. Let's assume that it's roughly equal. So regardless, you're going to be killing a large amount of people. Is there the possibility that the Abels survive the fall of the Proto-Sea Light? Possibly. Possibly. Can they survive Quietus? No, we know that already. Can the Cains survive Quietus? No, we know that already. All right, I'm gonna go with my science brain. I don't like either option. Let me just put that out there, but this decision means that the Regaians will be wiped out. So that's the people apparently that are my people who are currently living. No, I don't agree. What are you doing? Stop wasting time and decide. I really don't know if this is a decision I can make. Is there nothing else we can do? But what if I don't? Wait right there. Are you trying to renounce the decision? No, not necessarily. Good. Come back here and make a decision. No, I'm not gonna make the decision between your limited perspective. So I guess I have to answer yes. Do not be absurd. Come back here and make a decision. The decision is absurd. Yes! The survival of humanity rests upon this decision, Rosealyn. Why do you refuse to understand that? There can be more than two solutions, Geist. The end doesn't justify the means. Is it worth surviving at such a cost? The end doesn't justify the means. Enough of your useless arguments. Quietus is growing ever nearer to engulfing the whole planet as we speak. We have no time to waste. Do the right thing. Now choose. Choose! No, I don't want... Do you agree? No, I don't. Rosealyn, you must understand the situation by now. Your efforts to resist it are futile. But what if there is another way? We should rid Regaia of Quietus. Why won't you understand that humanity has no future as long as you keep chasing that dream? But that's what humanity would want. I didn't think you were this unreasonable. All we Seth want is to save you. Why don't you understand that? Then do what we want, and we want to do something else. You humans made the decision to hand over this level of power to us after long consideration and reflection over your own actions. After failing repeatedly to avoid conflict amongst yourselves, you felt you were not fit to be in charge of your own continuation. You felt that only a higher intelligence could manage your race, which would rather harm one another than to try to see eye to eye. That is how humanity willingly handed over their decisions to us. And we have worked alongside you as your neighbors, doing our very best for you. But never mind. I suppose that is still not enough for you to approve of a massacre. If that is how you feel. What's going on? The Gestalt sphere has been invaded. All Seth, please switch to standalone mode. Invaded by what? Rosealyn, what have you done? Nothing? Wasn't it your doing? Then why has the proto-descent sequence been reactivated? What? The proto-sea light descent operation has been reinstated. Who would have... Nivalis is now identifying the source of orders. Dianthus? Yeah, I hear you. You're just in time. Have you identified the source? Yes, but they're coming within the proto-sea light. It's activating the sequence itself. What? The sea light has its will of its own. We should be able to avert the crisis by shutting down the proto. Right, Nivalis? I'm afraid not. It doesn't seem to be working. The proto is headed for the Castle of Illusion. It's dropping on our exact location. That's not the trajectory that I plotted for it. It appears the sea's light has overwritten it of its own accord. Listen up, all of you. Here are the results of the simulation. If the Proto-Seas Light continues its trajectory and lands on the Castle of Illusion, the neighboring towns Lathe and Chatola will be reduced to ruins. Nemia and Argene will not go unharmed. On the other hand, if the Genesis core gets destroyed, the Seas Light may be forced to shut down. If that happens, conditions on land are interrupted. What if we took direct control? Aria? Sorry, guys. Oh, she's going to the core. She's going inside the Proto. That seems to be the case. She's gonna attempt to manually divert the Proto's trajectory from the inside. But it'll fall at any moment if Aria does not get out of there in time. Not you too, Rosealyn. Oh, no. You don't have to do this by yourself, girl. Oh. Please open. Yes, it's open. I'm here. What are you doing here? Let's go. Me and you. We got this. Between the two of us, we'll do our best. Choch. Made it in. We're falling, though. What were you thinking following me in here? You should have just left me to deal with it. I got to you in time this time. This time, you were something else. Never mind. You're here now. Let's not waste time. The internal data is in the control center this way. We don't have much time until we make impact. The question is, would we survive impact? That is also the question. So let's get in here and see what we can do. We might not be able to change it at all. But it's interesting that I resisted choices and actually was able to change. I wonder how many folks chose something and didn't know that there was a way to resist. Any luck? And this is the trajectory we're on. I see. Should still be able to change it. You think we still have a chance? It'll be a race against time, but there's still some hope. I need your help. We can ignite the emergency boosters and change the trajectory. We'll make a forced landing in the North Sea. If we can manage that, then at least Lathe and the other villages will be okay. Got it. You got it, boss! Unfortunately, it looks like the Proto is incomplete and we can't control the boosters from here. What do we do now, then? I'll work something out. I expected something like this to happen. If we can't control them from here, our only other option is to ignite them ourselves. Okay, Rosealyn? There are 2 emergency boosters. Set them both off at the same time to change our directory. I'll do one, you do the other. Yours is through that door. Keep going along the path, you'll see the booster. Mine is through here. Let's give this our all. Heck yeah. Alright. Let's go. Inside the Proto-Seas Light. Let's do our best so we can try to change the trajectory here. Rosealyn, can you hear me? Reply. Hear you. I have to set it up. Nothing too complicated. Touch that console. Follow the on-screen instructions and press the buttons. Oh, please no quick time events. I'm good to go on my side. Listen carefully. Once we set off the boosters, we won't have much time until impact. As soon as it's done, run straight into the escape pod, okay? You coming too? I'll meet up with you later. Just make sure to hurry up, okay? Alright, I'll leave the timing to you. Send me a cue. And boost. She'd better be in that escape pod. Okay. Forecasting trajectory. We did it. We changed it. Run, Rosealyn. What if we go back for her? Door's locked. Okay, we can't. All right, we at least tried. We at least tried. Running. Are there 2 escape pods? Is there 1 escape pod? Oh, there's many. Can you hear me? That's the escape pod right in front of you. Get in there, quick. Oh, there's plenty, Aria. Get in here. Boarding hatch closed. Commencing ejection sequence. Get in here. Aria? I'm sorry, Rosealyn. I'm afraid I can't come. What do you mean you can't come? There's more to it than just diverting the trajectory. Someone has to stay in here and dismantle some of the proto parts afterwards. I'm the only one who can do that. You tricked us! This was all my fault in the first place. I need to take responsibility for that. Go on and live. Live and end the planetary nightmare. But you deserve to, too. This is goodbye now. Thank you for everything. Wonderful person. Ejecting escape pod. We tried to turn around. Maybe she'll survive impact. Who knows if we'll survive impact, honestly. What's the red button? Can you hear me? Seemed like we were still falling. Please respond, escape pod. Do you hear me? Please respond. I don't know how. Hi? There's still someone inside the proto? That's Rosalyn's voice. It's me, Dianthus. I don't know what happened, but I understand you've escaped. I'm coming to collect the pod. Oh, Dianthus came and got us? Okay. Aria stayed behind to disintegrate the pod, did she? Is she planning to sacrifice herself? We have to try to save her, right? Thought you would say as much. Hein, this is where you step in. Me? I'll do whatever I can to help. I'll leave you in charge of steering for a while. You'll be fine. All you have to do is direct the ship and machine will do the rest. Alright, I'll give it a shot. Rosealyn, you're coming with me to the deck. Alright, boss. Let's go. Oh boy. She did it. The proto-seas light is starting to break apart. Fine, get closer to the seas light and match its relative velocity. Now, Rosealyn, fire the flare. Are we gonna try to break in? I mean, isn't it gonna be sealed? This is what you wanted, isn't it, Aria? All my actions led me to this point. This is how it all ends. The rest is up to them. Huh? Is that a signal flare? She literally blew it up. We're here. We got you, bae. Where'd that airship come from? Is that Rosealyn? There are more fragments than I anticipated. I don't know if my energy field will be able to withstand this. Oh, this is crazy. There's too much debris. Dianthus, the ship isn't holding up. She's gonna have to jump. What are you doing? The whole airship will explode if you don't get away now. Proto won't wait for you no matter what you left in here. We left you, you stinker. It's me you're looking for. Unbelievable. How could someone be so selfless? Aria, you gotta jump. The pod is reaching its limit too. I have no other choice but to go for it. Yes, girl! We're gonna get ya. Rosealyn, I'm free falling. Over here. Felt like you just heard Aria's voice. Go, go, go! Hein? Hein? Catch her! Catch her! Catch her! Yes, my girl! Oh my gosh, we got her! Oh my gosh. We got you! You did it! Rosealyn, you need to stay alive to fight with us. I've never met anyone quite like you. The Proto-Sea Slide has landed. Appears to have caused only minimal damage to all areas. Well done, Rosealyn and Aria. You saved the planet. Hein, please withdraw from this airspace. Oh, heck yeah. Okay, so we still have a problem. A major problem with Quietus. But we stopped the Proto-Sea Slide from killing everyone. That's a good thing. Woo! Aria's story has been opened. Interesting. Could cry. So happy that we got past that boss battle. And we saved Aria. I think we may be out of danger for now. So now what? With the subjugation of Geist Paradise project complete, there is only one thing left for us to do. Purge Quietus from the planet. Could be fun. But how are we supposed to do that? You're right, we don't have any clues on how to go about it, do we? It's true. We followed Geist's rails to the outer reaches of the planet until now. I guess that means the rest is up to us. Although I do wonder if we're really out of ideas. I think we might have missed something. I'd say we have some time to think. Agreed. But I can see you're fatigued. Let's part ways here for today. But what about what about the people in Cryo? I have concerns about the people who were in Cryo. Are they still up in space? Good morning. I just received a communique from Nivalis. You may be able to find a hint that will help us bring Quietus to an end. Really? I've yet to confirm it, but I cannot say for certain. Come to the Castle of Illusion when you're ready. I'm just so tongue-tied about this whole process. I guess we're going back to the Castle of Illusion. I have mail. Castle Lewis Times. A new object has landed in the Northern Sea. The area is dangerous, so please try to avoid it. Oh, okay. AKA, that's the omens being like, don't go investigate this thing. Because no, you guys, we know at this point that nothing exists at Castle Lewis but the Seth. Dianthus, you're here just in time. Nivalis, the Castle of Illusion appears to be in turmoil. Indeed, some of our comrades' logic centers have been corrupted as a result of the uproar Geist caused. They have disconnected from the collective and are working with the Ables to oppose you. They're working with the Ables. Those who avoided corruption, myself included, are doing what we can to deal with those comrades, but... Sorry I wasn't here to help. That Geist has left a horrible mess for us to clean up after. The worst part is, you and I are also susceptible to corruption. It seems best to keep an eye on the affected individuals before deciding on their complete elimination. So for the time being, we're to expect more fighting inside the castle. I would think so. Did you hear that, Rosealyn? Assume that anyone who attacks us within the castle is an enemy. Don't hesitate to fight if you meet them. I apologize for the trouble. Well then, I'll return to subduing the corrupted individuals. Take care of yourself. You too, Nivalis. Okay. Go to the castle and listen to... okay. Where are we going? Anywhere specific you'd like to say that you... Okay. Oh, okay, the map. Rosealyn, you're here. I think that's everyone then. Okay, so what's the clue to Quietus you think you might have found? Well, we don't know if it'll be useful. There may be information in Geist's chamber that we can use. The purple door! When you say Geist, you mean the one who tried to destroy the world. That Geist. The one and the same. Why on earth would he, of all beings, have any clue on how to end Quietus? He was the one who proposed the Heaven Shell, correct? No, I do not mean Geist's new persona. His former persona? Affirmative. His former persona. That makes sense. There must be something that version of Geist knows. He gave us the coordinates to Lost Gaia, after all. Originally, Geist was part of a cloud whose goal was to quell Quietus. I was also a member. But one day, Geist disconnected from the collective and began concealing information. Think there might be something we can use in the information he squirreled away? Then why didn't we start looking from the beginning? If it were that easy, then we would have, obviously. The room's sealed tight with a strict lock mechanism. We've never been able to open it. This morning, some of the locks dropped off, probably an effect of the proto falling. Anyway, should be able to open it now. Ooh! Navalis, you have our thanks. Just doing what I should. Let's get in there and start looking around. What do we got? Let me in! Oh, we've got a whole bunch of control panels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is where Geist once called home. Welcome. What are you, an enemy? No, I harbor no malice nor any desire to harm you. I'm a miniature support device created by Geist's former persona, Geist MK2, Geist Mark II. Correct. However, I am merely a program made to ensure the work he left behind is accomplished. Think of me as a last will and testament. It's an interesting idea. So what work did Geist leave behind exactly? Surely you know already, the eradication of Quietus. The locks on the door here were programmed to open in the event that you reject the Heaven Shell. Ah, so that's why. Wait, can we slow down a second? You mean to say that the past Geist even knew about the Heaven Shell? That is correct. Geist predicted that the project would be carried out by his restored persona. The scientist girl there, Aria, her presence could have been the final piece needed. At any rate, you rejected the Heaven Shell and have earned your right to enter this room. I see. So, Mark II, how much do you know about Quietus? Good question. Let's go over what we know. Quietus is a phenomenon that disperses Gaia dust into the atmosphere at the turning point of the seasons. The origin of Gaia dust is, as you have already surmised, the Seas Light themselves. That's right. Seas Light are clones from the Astrum cell found within the Red Queen. So it's natural to consider the Seas Light as the origin, much in the same way that the Red Queen was. And anything caught up by the Seas Light turns strange. Naturally, we Seth were able to accumulate regular research into the Seas Light. I believe Dianthus will know a lot about that. Correct. However, none of our research was able to detect an anomaly. That's right. Even during Quietus, the Seas Light were normal. At least, via the system we had built. As a matter of fact, we still have not found a reason for their particular glow during Quietus. But didn't you make them? As much as I hate to admit it. That's correct. They are originally devices for planting Astrum cell clones. But as we do not know everything about Astrum cells, facets of the Seas Light's operation are still a mystery to us. Exactly. At any rate, not being able to find an anomaly is what brought the Seth's research into Quietus to a halt. But not for Geist. What follows is concealed information that even Dianthus does not know. Geist discovered a phenomenon where the Astrum cell would act as though naturalized when on Lost Gaia. Naturalized. To put it simply, it gradually displayed power to revert this planet, Re-Gaia, into the Lost Gaia it was before. The transformation was small at first. The substances from Lost Gaia began to appear on Re-Gaia. They accompanied any energization of the Seas Light and seemed to have some correlation with Quietus. So that would be like some of the buildings that we saw near the Fall Seas Light. So like with Heaven's Egg. Not just the Heaven's Egg, several other structures. There's the Philosophical Flame and the Automata too. That is correct. They too are part of this naturalization phenomenon. Geist call it the planetary nightmare. And so, for the sake of investigation, he decided to further energize the sea slate. Correct. The Geist did not know the Ostrom cell would cause substances from Lost Gaia to appear. The cell implanted by the sea slate may be a clone, but it is not of Lost Gaia. They have no physical relationship. That is true. This is what brought Geist's investigation to a standstill. However, he was able to develop a hypothesis. What if the cell was linked to a non-physical space, something shared, akin to a planet's memory? A non-physical space, but that was the only way to explain the phenomenon that was occurring. Let's call it planetary storage. There must be a place where the memories of the planet are kept, and the Ostrom cells have a connection that passes through that non-physical space. Surely the cause of quietus is hidden somewhere in there. If that were the case, then it would be impossible for the Seth to analyze, given their physical circuitry. Geist had to come to terms with that fact. And so he began to break down and commit violence, you mean? He began to obsess over human evolution because he could feel his own artificial limitations. But if such truth flowed into the collective consciousness, it would pollute the logic centers of the Seth. And so he severed his link. Correct. He concealed his research reports until such a time that he would be able to reach them. Planet's memory center. Can't say it's unbelievable. What happens as a phenomenon can one day be made clear by humans. It's what I pride myself on as a scientist, but this time I'm not sure. What do you think? I mean, less like a soul and more like DNA, like the genome. That's such a Gaian interpretation, to see the planet as a life form. However, none of us were able to detect nor control the Proto's fall. Given we do not understand everything about the sea slate, how we can say anything is possible? It is merely a hypothesis. It does not need to be believed yet. But if you want to search the planet's memory center, I can give you access to Geist's energization program. It stirs a reaction from the sea slate, correct? We'll need it if that's what it takes to operate the door to the planet's memory center. I'll share the program with you, Dianthus. You received Geist's program. Geist was unable to learn the secrets behind the quietus. There is no way to confirm that you will be able to either. Rosealyn, in that final moment, the Geist you defeated wagered his entire being on the future you would choose. The chances of you refusing a logical end, the Heaven Shell, were predicted to be extremely low. That is why Geist wagered on that future. And you came here, fighting against logic, to do something extraordinary. But that logical irrationality is what makes humanity what it is. The unique ability to dream, to expand the realm of possibility, is the duty of an intelligent life form. So please, retain your humanity until the very end. Aw. Thanks, Mark II. This is the final will of Geist. This opened a path for us. We're gonna use that program, right? He left it for us. It feels like such a dangerous thing to use. Well, he was trying to shatter the planet. I don't think that should be a worry. The program he used that for was a apoptosis program. It still could be risky. In what way? If we energize the sea's light, we might end up causing quietus early. Isn't that right, Dianthus? I would say so. While it was short, quietus did occur when Geist energized the sea's light. Oh no. I see. We don't want to be too quick to rouse them then, do we? Isn't there anything we can do about it? Not unless there's some way we can stop the dispersal of Gaia dust. Couldn't the fairies make a barrier? No, there's no way we can ask them to create one large enough. They'd die from exhaustion. A barrier isn't a bad idea, though. Heaven Shell? See what you're saying. Is there a portion of the Heaven Shell we could borrow? Must be. We could temporarily cover the continent with a quietus barrier. We'd use that chance to... You know what? It's not impossible. An interesting idea. We should speak to Geist. He must be at the unoccupied throne now. So we're gonna try to speak to the other Geist. The other Geist. Found the throne room again. Geist, we have a plan. Rosealyn, how's your plan to end Quietus going? We have an idea. You do you? That was faster than I expected. Which is why we're here, Geist. We want your help. So what do you need from me now? We want to use the Quietus barrier system we were going to use for your Paradise project. What? Nier, I thought you had no interest in the Heaven Shell. Changed your minds, have you? We only want to borrow it. What do you mean? Oh, you want to use the barrier so you can energize the Sea's Light. Very interesting proposal. I won't refuse to help you, although there is one problem. It'll wither away the area outside of the barrier? No, even for a short time that shouldn't be an issue. The problem is energy. An entire continent is far larger than the Heaven's Shell was intended to cover. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it will require an exterior energy source to work. An exterior energy source. Could we not use the residual energy from the Proto? There's an idea. The Proto-Sea's Light might have enough reserve energy. You may be right. If you divert the residual energy from the fallen Proto to the Castle of Illusion. That's the ticket. Seems like we're already well on our way. If memory serves, the Proto fell into the Northern Sea. We should rally an airship post-haste. Ooh, sounds like we will be going to the Proto-Sea's Light. Let me out! Okay, and then we go back north where I was trying to investigate before. Okay. Land! Land! Okay. So how do we access that energy? That's the question. Is this the Proto-Sea's Light? It's really something. I wonder if it still has power. Let's go and find out. Well, not perfect. It still seems to be operational. We should be able to send any residual energy to the Castle of Illusion. That's great. Let's tell Geist. Hey, Geist. We got the energy. Looks as though the energy from the Proto has made it here without issue. Simulations show we can create a large enough Quietus barrier for a short period of time. Thank goodness. I will time the operation for the barrier for the precise moment you need it. When the time comes, you will have the full power of the Seth behind you. Thank you for helping us, Geist. Gratitude is unnecessary. It was your parents who created the Quietus barrier, remember? It is a human invention. It is yours to do with as you please. Nonetheless, thank you. You're baffling, but that is the human way. We fought for the last 2,000 years for the sake of humanity. We are well aware of your incomprehensibility, which is why I do not mind this back and forth from time to time. Not to mention the sense of nostalgia it gives me. Rosealyn, now that you've rejected my project, you must follow the path you believe in. Show me what humans dream. Do what you must and you will have our support to its fullest extent. For an AI such as ours, which surpasses that of humanity, it is our book of reason, I think, in French. He certainly has a flair for the dramatic, doesn't he? Conditions are optimal. All that is left is to initiate the energization program. I've made it so we can operate it from the airship. Let's meet on the bridge. We ready to rid the world of Quietus, guys? Oh, this is so exciting. The fact that it's actually possible. Or it might be. Let's see, you know. But we can only try, right? All right. I'm ready. Anthus, let's go. Let's do it. Very well. Hein, connect me to the Castle of Illusion. Got it? Dianthus, Geist is telling us to prepare the Quietus barrier. Make no mistake, the full power of the Seth are behind you. Just say the word. Understood. I would like to address the Castle of Illusion. Can you connect me? Sure. Calling all Seth of the Castle of Illusion. This is your comrade, Dianthus. She explaining the whole situation? First, I want to thank you for your assistance in your endeavor. We are about to resume the energization experiment Geist's former persona left unfinished. In hindsight, I see Geist was alone, pondering the future of this planet, and it plagued him. The resulting apoptosis he planned could have shaken the very meaning of our existence. In the light of humanity's history, he embraced a dream that was out of his reach and it ruined him. Geist reflected on this and marched forward with the next best thing, the Heaven's Shell project. Rosealyn refused that proposal. We still do not know if that was the right decision. Logically, it is easy to think it was the wrong one. But to protect all of humanity, that is our dream, make no mistake. This is an experiment to help realize the dream of every intelligent being living on this planet. I am counting on that dream. For the eradication of quietus, for our 2,000-year-long vow to save humanity, and to reclaim that once shining star, let it be etched into history that we are humanity's greatest neighbor, for a future where we can work together. Such a moving speech. Now I'm nervous. Airship has reached tactical altitude. Ready when you are. Got it. Geist, you copy? We're beginning the experiment. Start the barrier. Understood. Oh. Okay. Barrier is up. Oh my. Barrier is active. That should keep us safe from the Gaia dust. All that's left is to start the program. Awaiting your orders. Let's do it. Program engaged. Ooh. Oh, what just exploded? I hope that wasn't, I hope that wasn't, like, near the Seas Light, and it was actually the Proto-Seas Light. What is that? Where did that come from? The Lost Gaia Naturalization Phenomenon. Mark II called it the Planetary Nightmare. Looks like there's an opening in that pillar of light. What about the concentration of Gaia dust inside? The interior is safe to enter. Give the word and we'll enter with the airship. We'll go on in. We gotta get into this genome and see, or the planet's memory, and see if we can turn off the gene for Gaia dust. Oh, one last dungeon? Oh. Heck yeah. Looks like it's full of Gaia dust, just like the research facility was. Stella Nursery. This is what's inside the Pillar of Light. Is this crystal a monolite? There's something mysterious about it. It's lost Gaia technology, but there's no location like this in our database. I don't recognize it either. This is the Stella Nursery, where stars are born. Oh! It's you! Where were you hiding? Are you a friend of Rosealyn's? Something like that. You said stars are born here. What do you mean? Was this facility used to clone the Seas Light's Ostrom cell? No, we would recognize it. Rosealyn, I want you to know what happened here, and I want you to save her. Please proceed. The source of what you call quietus is up ahead as well. It is? Ooh. We still need to learn about this mysterious entity. Cause of quietus, We can't just ignore that now, can we? Oh. One more dungeon? I've got to take a break for now. My head is on fire with everything that has just happened. We've got to save whoever she's talking about and save the entire world and figure out what's... they still haven't addressed, are the Canes still in cryo? That's all the time I got for now. I've got to take a break. I'm going to take a break, I swear. Check out another video for me right here on the screen and hang tight until the next episode of Harvestella. Bye.